is time for my May Chit Chat video. It seems like a lot's happened for me. I was able to get my Guardian wrapped up, so it's in the hands of the editor. I'm waiting for feedback there. I've updated the website. What else? I got Inception ready to go, so I'll be working on that this week. I hope to have it done before the end of the month, so I have 10 days, which is I can do it in 10 days. It's only going to be a novella, so it's going to be between like 25 and 35,000 words. But it's needed. It really is. I decided to do Inception as a novella because basically it's going to be a lot of backstory that I didn't want to put in other books to kind of bloat them, and it would be too much for a prologue. So it's going to be the backstory told through the eyes of a warrior, one of the unit warriors, and it's going to start about 700 years ago, so right around when Aiden is becoming unit commander, and it's going to bring you all the way up to present day. So it's not going to be your normal Bewitched and Bewildered book, but it's going to be a lot of history, and it's information that would be needed, especially since I'm going to be trying to do a Vanguard book hopefully by the end of the year. So this is going to be the book that kind of bridges both series. So what else? I have a convention coming up, so I'm really excited. That's the one time a year I get to leave the writing cave and go and be amongst people. So yeah, I'm excited, but I'm also kind of like, and planes and travel and hotels, and so I like travel, but I like seeing new things. I just wish at the end of the day I could just come home and go back to in my bed and sleep, and then I open my front door and then I'm in a new place. So maybe my house should be like a little TARDIS and it just flies around and goes to different places. So if I seem more manic than normal for the next couple weeks, it is because Brenna has sent me an amazing coffee. It's by Green Dragon, and it's their espresso bean, and it makes the most mild, smooth espresso shots I've ever had. So now I'm back on my macchiatos, and probably will be for a while. These things are so good, though. Just had my checkup at the doctor. Evidently, I have gained weight. I know I've gained weight. I gained like 9-10 pounds, and a lot of you are like, whatever. But it's scary. I lost a lot of weight a couple of years ago, and I don't want to gain it back. So I will be doing a carb-free, for the most part, diet. So it's going to be veggies and meat for weeks. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Like, pretzels are like my go-to writing food. Like, when I'm writing, I like literally have like 8 pretzel sticks sticking out of my face and I'm like typing away. I have to find something else. This is going to be so hard, but I'm not giving up coffee. Like, the world could come to an end and I would be sipping on a macchiato or a frappuccino. I don't care. So as long as I can if this is like my only cheat, it'll be my only cheat. I will gladly give up chocolate and sweets to keep my coffee. Okay, so I think that's it for Chit Chat. Okay, so at the last time I posted a video, I was like, go ahead and send me questions. I'll answer some questions. And you guys did. So I am like looking over here. I have about 15 to 20 questions that I'm going to really quickly go through because we're already at like the 4-minute mark and I know me and I'm going to talk. So I'm going to try to answer as many questions as possible. If you submitted a question recently and it is not answered in this video, check the FAQs or check my other videos. More than likely, that question has already been answered in one of those 2 places. So, let's get started. I always get this question and I never know how to answer it. It's, what made you want to write and how did you get your ideas? I think I didn't necessarily want to write. I just did it. Like, it was fun for me. It was like my, I don't know, some kids play video games. I would write down little short stories. It was just something fun for me to do. And I have no idea where my ideas come from. They just happen, like and they're there. So it's the hardest question on earth to answer for if you're a writer. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like schizophrenic and the voices are real. I don't know. I think I answered this question in another video, but I will re-answer it because I'm not sure. When will Marin give birth, and will you write an extra story to describe it? She is actually only 5 months along, so we have quite a ways to go before she gives birth, and it will be included in a book in the series, so you're not going to miss out. It's not like it's going to be book 11 and the main character is going to be like, oh, and Marin had her baby, and then fade to black. No, the way I write, everyone kind of stays relevant, so you guys will be there for it. So don't worry, you're not going to miss it. Will Kendrick be going with everyone? No. For my guardian, you will have Beth, Gabrielle, Aiden, Marin, and Ryu heading to Noctum Falls. So Kendrick will not be joining them there. The last thing I ate today, I had a slice of cheese for breakfast. I know, you're like, no wonder you're gaining weight. You eat like an idiot. It's like a slice of deli cheese, and I was just standing in front of the refrigerator, and I was like, there's nothing for me to eat here. I just want to I wanted something easy, so I just take out my deli cheese and had a slice. That was the last thing I ate. Last night I had I took 3 boxes. No wonder I have gained weight. I've carved out. I had 3 boxes of the Cheez-It snack mix. One was the double cheddar, one was the classic, and one was the sriracha. And I had this much left of all 3, so I just combined them into a bowl. So that was the last thing I had yesterday. While we're on the subject, well, at least in my head, you guys have no idea what I'm thinking. What I normally do between books it's what I have to do between books is while I'm writing, it's like my house becomes I don't know, a drop zone. And especially when it comes to food. So my pantry has to get completely reset. Right now it is nothing but ghee dunks and snacky food and crackers and chips and candy. And what's bad is I have a whole ton of it. But when I'm writing, I'll be like, God, I'm craving this. And I'll have one piece. And it's enough to get the craving out of the way, and then I keep going. So I have to do that. And then there's around the house, there's projects that need to be done. I need to redo my linen closet. I have to go through my clothes. But, oh, by the way, look, I am wearing a t-shirt today. It says, I'm plotting your demise. Isn't he cute? I was going through old videos and noticed that I wear almost the same thing in every video. It's like the Alanea Alder uniform. Zip hoodie, tank top, and sweatpants. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to wear that today. So I chose one of my Marin t-shirts. And so maybe that would be something I do going forward. I will just pick out a t-shirt and wear it for a video. Anyway, back to questions. When are you planning to release your new series you've mentioned? Trust me, I'm trying so hard. I have been, so the idea for the Ghostly Echoes series came to me 2 years ago. It was the November after my Commander in 2014. So it's coming up on 2 years now. So I already have the logo for it. It's completely outlined. I just have to get to it. So my goal is I'm trying to get 3 more books done before the end of the year. I'm trying to do, the novella for Inception, book 7, Radic. I'm not counting the novella. And then Ghostly Echoes. So if I can get that 1 novella and 3 more books done before the end of the year, I will be ecstatic. So, worst case scenario, I'm thinking Inception is definitely going to happen this year. it'll be a toss-up between, well, book 7 will happen this year. Yeah, and then it'll be a toss-up whether I start the Vanguard series this year or I start the Ghostly Echoes series this year. So one of those 2 books will happen by the end of the year. And then like I said, worst case scenario, it'll be the very beginning of next year that you will either get Vanguard 1 or Ghostly Echoes 1. But it is happening. Will you be at any other fan events this year or at least in the near future? As of right now, no. The Readers and Author Get Together was the only thing I had slated for 2016. I am debating RT next year. I don't know if it's going to be a good fit for me. I've heard nothing but amazing things about RT. It's a little intimidating because it's so big. So I don't know. I tend to like the smaller to medium-sized conferences where I can get more one-on-one time with the readers. So it just depends on what I have. Really, it depends on how much work I get done this year to see how far behind I am. I'm already behind next year now. So we'll see how far I am on my writing schedule I am next year, and then I'll see where I'm at. Could you share photos or pictures of what you perceive the main characters to look like? I actually have a Pinterest board, many Pinterest boards. I love Pinterest. But if you go to Pinterest and you look up Alanea Alder, I have a lot of boards. I have one for Arcadia and I have one for Bewitched and Bewildered, and it's all my inspiration pictures. And I actually have pictures that I've labeled like Adrielle and Eva and Marin. Excuse me. So if you go there, it's not exact. Like I don't think an author will ever be able to find an exact picture, but it's pretty close. Are your characters based on real people? There is one character, only one. And I think the only person in this entire world who knows who it is Brenna. That it was loosely based on a real character or a real person. Other than that, no. They are just voices in my head. If I weren't an author, what would I be? I don't know, probably something very boring. I'm just thinking of something I would probably be able to do on a daily basis and not lose my mind. Maybe something like lab work, where I'm in a lab and it's the same routine and it's very structured and there's no people. Probably something like that. I know, I don't want to make myself sound like the most hateful bitch. I swear. I don't mind, like, once I'm with people, I'm not, like, it's not like I'm going to be like, get away from me, meh. It's just I don't like the idea of, like, going out there. Are you already working on the 7th installment? Yes and no. Like, I have the characters picked out. Before I started My Guardian, I actually got the plot line or the overarch for the next couple books hammered out. So I know what's going to be happening in book 7. I just don't have a title, and I technically haven't actually started with the words yet, but sort of yes, no. Yes, no. Will you be sharing more personal experiences with insects and geese? I hope so. And that person is actually responding to my blog. If you go to alenaalder.com/blog, it has all my random entries. I have I have a category for my self-publishing tips, for my Alanea quotes, and for just random stuff in my life. I hope so. I have actually a story I need to type up about me trying on the costumes to go to the convention, which will probably end up being a blog entry. But yeah, it is on the radar to start doing more blog entries. They're fun for me. I love them. Have you thought of doing your books in anime? Yes, actually, I would love to see my books converted to graphic novel using like the anime style drawing manga. I would love that. I actually would prefer that to TV shows because I think you would be able to better encapsulate reader issue number 1422, not being able to say the words you've read 1,000 times. But anyway, I think it would be the anime would be able to really get all of the essence of the story, the nuances, the glances, better than any kind of like live action show. So yes, I would love to have it in anime. Will Felix be getting his own little story? I would love for him to have a sprite mate or just simply a friend. I don't want to say no. It's just not in the works right now. But I don't see why not. It says, my savior Marin finds out she has many new cousins. Will we get to see them anytime soon? No. You will, but just not anytime soon. So, sorry if you were looking forward to them, but they're not on the horizon yet. What would Marin do with Beth and Amelia at Comic-Con? Is Felix with them, and would Felix tell on them? No, Felix would not tell on them. Felix would be glued to Marin, basically. I could see Marin entering like a costume or cosplay contest with Felix and having like best accessory or something like that. I could see Marin just geeking out to the extreme. She would be like, I can't wear enough of my fandoms. So she would have like a Doctor Who scarf, a Sherlock hat, I don't know, like a Harry Potter wand. Like she just couldn't make up her mind, so she decided to do all of it. And I think they would just be trying to keep her at least monitored and like keep track of her. But I think they would have a blast. Is Keelan a virgin? You know, I didn't. It hasn't really come up like in the story or anything. But I don't think so. He's over. Shoot, by my guardian, he's like over 300. I would like to think that at one point or another, he's had sex. So probably not. Audiobooks. How far along and when will we see the first one out? We're actually finalizing the first one now. So it shouldn't be too much longer, hopefully. And then book 2 by next year in audio for sure. Are you right-handed or left-handed? I'm right-handed, but I do some things with, like, I drink with my left hand. Like, when I have my drink set down, it's always on the left, like right here. That there are things that I do left-sided, I guess, but I am right-handed. What kind of music do you like? I don't know, like upbeat kind of music. I like, depending on what's in the top 40. For the most part, I can just listen to like the radio and be fine. Though recently I haven't really found anything that I liked. I love anime music. It's the anime openings, endings, soundtracks. Like I just downloaded an anime song from iTunes from the Haikyuu. I posted it on Facebook. Haikyuu Hinata is my inspiration for the twins. But they have this really cool song. To me, it sounds very, I don't know, almost country, but not. If you're interested, it's the Haikyuu, which is Hikyuu. It's a volleyball anime, and the song that I'm referring to is the opening theme song, "Fly." So I like stuff like that. I like Celtic Woman. I like Lorena McKennitt. I like Evanescence. A little bit of shoot, went blank. Where's my iTunes? I have a name in my head, and I'm like, that's not her name. A little bit of Adele. Scroll. Tori Amos. I kept thinking Tori Spelling, and I'm like, that's not it. Well, I'm in here. Like Rihanna, Kesha. A lot of these are soundtracks. I have a lot of soundtracks. I like soundtracks because it's like the whole movie in an album. Like, I can literally sit down and listen to a soundtrack and the whole movie goes through my head. Old school stuff, like No Doubt, Nirvana, Metallica. Medieval Babes. I have been loving some Medieval Babes lately. Lord of the Rings soundtrack, all of them. Hobbit. Linkin Park. If you guys have a chance, the Linkin Park piano album. I'm not even sure if they did it, but it's all of the Linkin Park songs just on piano. I freaking love that. Lana Del Rey I've been loving lately. That's about it. Well, not it, but I don't want to like bore you guys by going through my phone. Just seeing if anything just pops up. Cranberries I love. Change in My Life is a Japanese group that did the soundtrack for Full Moon wo Sagishite, and the songs Eternal Snow guts me every single time because I know what was happening in the anime at that time. I'm like, that's about it. So just it's such an eclectic mix. It's like I said, anything from like Rob Zombie and Metallica to Celtic Woman. It's like an everything in between. So I don't really have like a specific type of music. If I listen to it and I like it, I may like it for the most random reason. Like I might listen to it and be like, oh, that reminds me of that scene in the Black Dagger Brotherhood book, such and such. It'll remind me of a specific emotion or scene, and I will like that song. Not because I like the artist or anything like that. It reminded me of something. So that's why I think my music is just all over the place. It says, next question, I'm sorry. I can appreciate you can't say who, but do you know who the ultimate bad guy is, and have we had an opportunity to read about him in passing yet? I'm going to just jump with the assumption that it is referring to the Bewitched and Bewildered series, and no, you haven't met him yet. If I could have one paranormal power, what would it be? Probably something like just magic. Like this blank statement that would give me the ability to do a lot of other stuff. It's like the wishing for more wishes kind of a thing. I would like to have a paranormal power that would give me other paranormal powers. So like if I was a witch, I'd be able to do like spells to give me like telekinesis or something like that. That'd probably be what I wouldn't pick any just one aspect because I'm just too random that way. Okay, so that is actually all of the questions, and we are just at the 23-minute mark. So I tried to talk fast. I tried not to ramble too much. So if you are interested in any of the self-publishing questions, I will be posting another video right after this one. I will still have my I'm Plotting Your Demise t-shirt on. So, but I will hopefully be able to get both of these videos up sometime in the next day or two. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, if you keep reading, I'll keep writing. See you next time.